Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to our new lesson of Mega Goal 4. Today, inshallah, we are going to take a new lesson on your student book, Unit 3, Laugh Out Loud, pages number 34 and 35. Okay, let's go there, my dear students. As you see, my dear students, this is the lesson of today. As I told you, Unit 3, Laugh Out Loud. Number one, listen and discuss. Okay, I want you to open your student book on this page or these pages. But before starting the new lesson, I want to discuss these questions with you. The first one is, what TV show or comedian makes you laugh the most and why? The question number two, what is the funniest joke you know? Number three, what do you think makes a joke funny? Huh. I want a student to tell us his own answer related to these three questions. يلا يا شباب. طيب. Now I have to choose a student to give him the mic to give us any answer or his own answer for these questions. Okay. Okay, let's give the mic to Abdurrahman, Abdurrahman Walid. Abdurrahman. طيب. اوكي. اصيل الهاني. اصيل. مهند، مهند حمد.
Hello, sir.
مهند، good afternoon مهند. اصيل، good afternoon اصيل. اصيل, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Asil, I want you to look carefully at these pictures and this lesson of today, and I want you to answer these questions. طبعا الإجابات يعني من وجهة نظرك أنت، يعني مش إجابات هتكون محددة أو شيء. ها.
Number one, teacher.
Okay.
السادة الإجابة لازم تكون من القطة.
لا مش شرط، يعني مش شرط، يعني هو يعني انت ممكن تنظر الى الصور ودي تساعدك ان انت تحصل على الاجابه او ان انت توصل لاجابه معينه او رد معين للاسئله دي. But these answers can be from your own.
القطة يا سر.
الاجابات ممكن تكون من وجهه نظرك انت يا اصيل، يعني مش شرط، مش اجابه محدده. معايا أصيل؟
أستاذ الصوت عندي مرة يقطع أستاذ، ظبط الشبكة وأجي.
طيب يعني من عندك ولا من عندي؟ يعني أنت سامعني كويس طيب؟ مم. طيب okay, now my dear students, I wanted to say that you can say or tell us about any TV show that makes you laugh the most, and tell us, you can tell us or your friends why this TV show or comedian makes you laugh a lot. And the funniest joke, I will tell you a funny joke, and I want you to pay attention, listen carefully to me. Uh, a man was walking in the park, and he saw an old man standing next to a parrot. He went up and asked him, "Excuse me, is your parrot friendly?" "Yes, he is. He's very friendly. He never bites." So the man reached down to pet the parrot, but the parrot bit his hand. "Hey, I thought you said your parrot was friendly." "Yes, he is," said the old man, "but that's not my parrot." This is a joke, my dear students, that makes us laugh because it has funny thing. The funny thing here in this joke, that the parrot doesn't belong to the old man, and the other person listened to him and thought that the parrot was his own or related to the old man, and the old man said that the parrot didn't bite or doesn't bite. Okay, now my dear students, we can look at these pictures and listen to the texts or the tape, audio tape, to answer some questions or discuss some questions related to this lesson of today. So I want you to open your student book on pages 34 and the 35 and listen carefully to discuss some points or some questions related to what we are going to listen. Okay? Okay.
A family of mice were being chased by a cat. The scared mice were cornered when the father mouse turned around and barked, "Ruff, ruff, ruff." The surprised cat ran away. When one of the young mice said, "Nice going, Dad," the father mouse replied, "You see, son, it pays to be bilingual." A student with a parrot on his shoulder leaves a lecture theater. Another student follows him. He stops him and says, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I have to say, I was astonished by your parrot's remarkable reaction to the lecture on ancient history. He seemed frightened at the frightening parts, sad at the depressing parts, fascinated at the interesting parts, and amused at the funny parts. I could have sworn I even heard it laugh. I have to say, I was amazed. Don't you find it surprising?" "Yes," he replies. "I was very surprised. He hated the class."
A truck driver is driving a truckload of penguins to the zoo in the next town when his truck breaks down. While he's working on the truck, another truck driver stops and asks if he needs help. The first truck driver says, "If I gave you $100, Would you take these penguins to the zoo? The second trucker agrees to do it. Hours later, the truck driver is still trying to fix his truck when the second truck driver drives past with all of the penguins still in his truck. The puzzled first truck driver says, "Didn't you take them to the zoo?" The second truck driver says, "Yes, we went to the zoo, and there was money left over. So now we're going to a restaurant."
A grasshopper, a snail, and a centipede are relaxing in the grasshopper's house when they realize that they are getting hungry. They decide that one of them should go out for a pizza. The snail says, "I'd go, but I'm kind of slow." The grasshopper says, "I don't mind going, but my hopping will shake the pizza and mess it up." So they decide to send the centipede. The snail and grasshopper wait and wait. The longer they wait, the hungrier they get. Finally, when an hour passes and the centipede still hasn't returned, the irritated snail and grasshopper decide to go look for him. They get as far as the front door, where they find the centipede sitting there putting on his shoes.
Okay, my dear students, after listening to the audio tape about this lesson of today, or these TV shows, or these funny shows, I want to ask you some questions. The first question is, which jokes did you understand? I will write the question on the screen, and I want you to pay attention and think carefully and give me the answer for this question. Which jokes did you understand? Who can answer this question? Which jokes did you understand? Hmm. Okay, let's give the mic to Ahmed Zaki.
ايه يا استاذ.
Ahmed, I want you to tell your friends which joke or jokes did you understand?
ايه يا استاذ.
Ahmed, you listen to me clearly.
ايه كده اسمعك.
Right. Ahmed, I want you to answer this question on the screen. Which jokes did you understand?
Which joke did you understand?
Yes. After listening and looking carefully at this picture, what is your answer?
ما اعرفش يا استاذ.
انت حضرت معانا يا احمد من بدايه الحصه؟
لا انا حضرت بعديها ب5 دقايق تقريبا عشان كان عندي مشكلة في النت.
عشان طيب Ahmed, I want you to listen carefully and I want you to watch carefully to know all the information we are going to get. طيب, I hope all my dear students pay attention and open your student book and listen to me carefully to answer any question related to the lesson of today. Okay, let's give the mic to another student, Anas. Anas. Okay.
ايه يا استاذ.
Anas, I want you to answer this question. Which joke or jokes did you understand?
من ايش يا استاذ؟
من اللي قدامنا على الشاشة أو اللي هم موجودين عندنا في صفحة 34 و 35 يا أنس.
ما اعرف يا استاذ.
Okay. Okay, my dear students, now I want to answer this question. Which joke or jokes did you understand? If we look carefully, at these jokes or these shows, we can find the first one between the cat and the rats is very funny, and we can understand that the cat is very frightening from the rats, because the rat here, I think he is very brave. Okay, when he said rough, rough, the cat think that the rat says something dangerous, so the cat is very frightened. Okay, now, my dear students, I want to give you the opportunity to read these shows or these texts to understand more information related to the lesson. Okay. طبعا احنا سمعنا النص، ولكن يعني انا هديكم الفرصه ان انتم تقراوا النص مره ثانيه على اساس تحصلوا معلومات اكثر، وبعدين نبدا نحل بعض الاسئله او نتناقش في بعض الاسئله. Okay, I want a student to start reading the first TV show about or between the cat and the rats. إياد مجدي. إياد. إياد مجدي. خالد عبد الله. اياد مجدي طبعا بيكتب لي في الشات عشان ما يفتحش المايك وما يقدرش ان هو او ما يشاركش. قلت لي الكلام ده من الاسبوع اللي فات يا اياد، او عملت الكلام ده وقلت لك ظبط المايك. طيب شكرا ليك يا اياد. بدر طارق. بدر.
ايوه استاذ.
Badr, I want you to read the first TV show between the cat and the rat.
Okay. A family of mice were being chased by a cat. The scared mice were cornered when the father mouse turned around and barked. The surprised cat ran away when one of the young mice said, "Nice going, Dad." The father mouse replied, "You see, son, it pays to be bilingual."
Okay, Badr. What did you understand from this show or this job? يعني انت بعد ما قرأت كده يا بدر، انت فهمت ايه من العرض دوت او من النقطة اللي قدامنا؟
انه الفار لما كان جاته البسة هو خوفها يعني كان.
Okay. What does this word mean? The word bilingual. What does it mean, bilingual?
والله ما أعرف.
I will tell you the definition or the meaning in English, and I want you to think carefully and give us the meaning in Arabic, okay?
Okay.
Bilingual means when you speak different language, when someone speaks different language. So the meaning in Arabic is
يعني متحدث أكثر من لغة.
excellent، اللي هي التحدث بأكثر من لغة. Okay, excellent. Okay, thank you, Badr. Thanks a lot. Okay, now let's give the mic to another student to answer or to read the second TV show here about the part. أسامة عبد العزيز. أسامة. تفضل يا عبد الرحمن. عبد الرحمن.
ازيك يا مستر؟
أهلا.
يا مستر.
أهلا. Good afternoon.
A student with a parrot
ماشي.
on his shoulder leaves a lecture theory. Another student follows him. He stops him and says, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I have to say I was astonished by your parrot's remarkable reaction to the lecture on ancient history. He seemed frightened at the frightening part, sad at the depressing part, fascinated at the interesting part, and الكلمة دي يا مستر؟
Fascinated and interesting part and amused.
Amused at the funny parts. I could have sworn I even heard it laugh. I have to say I was amazed. Don't you find it surprising? Yes, he replies. I was very surprised. He hated the class.
Okay, Abdurrahman, after reading this text about the parrot, okay, I want to ask you some questions related to this part.
Okay.
Didn't you find it surprising when the parrot seemed frightened at the frightening parts, sad at the depressing parts, fascinated at the interesting parts? Don't you find it surprising?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the surprising thing in this topic or in this situation? What is the surprising thing?
Um. When يعني لما البارت عمل reaction lecture on ancient history.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. When we can see the parrot reactions and his feelings, he wanted to express about his feelings during he was in the lecture. Excellent. طيب, now, Abdurrahman, I wanted to know the meaning of this word, remarkable. What does it mean, remarkable?
Remarkable.
Yes.
يعني ممكن نقول لفت للنظر.
Good. We can say remarkable is when someone or something that is remarkable is unusual or special in a way that makes people notice them. And
حاجة غير عادية.
تمام، او بيخلي الناس انها ايه تلاحظه، يبقى هو جدير بالاعجاب او جدير بالملاحظه يعني. تمام. And be surprised or impressed. Excellent. Thanks a lot, Abdurrahman. Thanks for you. Thanks. I hope another student to read and discuss with me some other questions related to the text or picture number 3. Let's go there. Picture number 3. الصورة اللي هي الثالثة about the truck driver. Who can read and discuss some points or questions with me? طيب اتفضل يا أنس.
Yes, sir.
Read about this picture and after finishing it, I will discuss some points related to it. Okay?
Okay.
Start reading.
The truck driver. أبدأ.
اتفضل.
A truck driver is driving a truckload of penguins to the zoo in the next town. When his truck breaks down while he is working on the truck, another truck driver stops uh, and asks if he needs help. The first truck driver say, "If I give you $100, would I take these penguins to the zoo?" The second trucker agreed to do it hours later. The truck driver is still trying to fix his truck when the second truck driver drives past with all the penguins still in his truck. The puzzled first truck driver say, "Didn't you take them to the zoo?" The second truck driver say, "Yes, we went to the zoo, and there was money left over. So now we are going to the restaurant."
Okay. Anas, I wanted to ask you what is funny here in this joke?
Uh, I didn't see anything as fun.
Okay. What is funny here in this joke?
Uh, that's the penguins in a truck.
Okay, we can say that the penguins are there in the truck, although the truck driver told him to take them to the zoo, but he went to the zoo and come back with them. يعني هو فكروا ان هو بيقول له خدهم للحديقه، يعني هيفسحهم شويه وهيرجع، فراح بيهم لعند الحديقه ورجع تاني.
أيوة.
تمام. يعني هو قال له انا عندي التراك بريك داون، يعني بريك داون يعني متعطل، فهعطيك $100 وانت تاخدهم توديهم الحديقه. فهو اعتقد ان هو يوديهم الحديقه يفسحهم ويرجع تاني، فرجع فبيساله بيقول له بيقول له yes we went to the zoo، احنا فعلا رحنا الحديقه and there was money left over so now we are going to a restaurant. يعني احنا لما رحنا الحديقه رحنا الحديقه وتفسحنا وبعدين فاضل معانا لسه مبلغ من المال، فاحنا هنروح بقى ايه المطعم. تمام. يعني I think it's funny because that what didn't the truck or what doesn't the truck driver want him to do. Okay. Thank you, Anas.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Now let's go to the last part. هنروح لآخر جزئية. Okay. The last part. It's related to the grasshopper, snail, and centipede. Now I want you to read and know more information related to this picture or this text to discuss with you. Okay. Who can start reading? جهاد. جهاد إبراهيم. طارق محمد الرشيدي.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا يا جهاد. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, Jihad, I want you to read this part at first, then we can discuss some points related to it at the end. يلا اتفضل اقرأ يا جهاد.
A grasshopper, a snail, and a
centipede.
centipede
اتفضل.
are relaxing in the grasshopper's
Yeah.
house when they realize that they are getting hungry. They decide that one of them should go out for a pizza. The snail says, I do go, but I am need. لا ايش هذا السالفة؟
ها اللي هي I miss
كن؟
I don't mind going.
لا فوقه.
اللي هي kind. But I am kind of slow. But I am kind of slow.
But I am kind of slow. The grasshopper says, I don't mind going, but my hopping will shake the pizza and mess it up. So they decide to send the centipede the snail and grasshopper white and white.
Wait
and white. The longer they wait, the hungrier they get. Finally, when an hour passes and the centipede still hasn't
returned, okay,
the
irritated, okay,
snail and grasshopper decide to go look for him. They get the
front door
where they find the centipede getting their putting on his shoes.
Okay, thank you جهاد, thanks a lot. طبعا جراس هوبر يا شباب اللي هي الجندب او الجراد, وسنيل اللي هو الحلزون, وسانتبيد اللي هو ام 44 اللي انتم شايفينها في الصوره. Okay, now my dear students, I want to say that we come to the end of the lesson of today. So I will give you the exercises, exercise A and exercise B as a homework, and I want you to study again this lesson, and I want you to read or listen again to this information and answer the questions. Okay. Question or exercise A about vocabulary. He wants you to complete the sentences with one of these words. You have to read each sentence and complete it with the right word. And on exercise B, they are some questions about the comprehension or about the lesson of today. I want you to read them carefully and answer them. Thanks a lot, my dear students, for your attendance and for your participation. Thanks a lot and goodbye.